Is SARS a man-made bioterror weapon? We brought to you today some of the most critical testimonies and evidence we have come across the web. The next video is part of the opening presentation to the European Parliament International COVID Summit 3 in Brussels on 3 May this year by Dr. David Martin on the origins of COVID in 1965 and COVID vaccines in 1990 that clearly mention that SARS is a man-made bioweapon. Have a look.
We engineered SARS. SARS is not a naturally occurring phenomenon. The naturally occurring phenomenon is called the common cold. It's called influenza-like illness. It's called gastroenteritis. That's the naturally occurring coronavirus. SARS is the research developed by humans weaponizing a life system model to actually attack human beings. And they patented it in 2002.
And that's not all. Remember the PCR tests that were mandatory during the COVID-19 pandemic?
But let's not let that get away from us, because it turns out that the RT-PCR, which was the test that we allegedly were going to use to identify the risks associated with coronavirus, was actually identified as a bioterrorism threat by me in the European Union-sponsored events in 2002 and 2003, 20 years ago. That happened here in Brussels and across Europe. In 2005, this particular pathogen was specifically labeled as a bioterrorism and bioweapon platform technology. Described as such, that's not my terminology that I'm applying to it. It was actually described as a bioweapons platform technology in 2005. And from 2005 onwards, it was actually a biowarfare enabling agent, its official classification from 2005 forward. I don't know if that sounds like public health to you. Does it? Biological warfare enabling technology. That feels like not public health. That feels like not medicine. That feels like a weapon.